Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Blueprint Spotlight. And in today's episode, we're going to be looking at PlanCo blueprints. So stay tuned, and let's check them out. Alright, I am joined again with my co-host, Wix.
Hey.
And we're doing PlanCo blueprints, so the way this works is anything goes. Whatever you made in Planet Coaster this month, we're going to be showing off in this episode. For those of you who are new to this, we have a Discord, and we have two different channels now. We just introduced a PlanCo challenges. Everybody gets to vote on what the theme is, and Western has seemed to won the vote. So we have a channel where people are posting their Western blueprints, and we'll have a Western blueprint spotlight, and then we have the regular one, which you guys are seeing here, and that's anything goes. If you guys are looking to get your blueprints seen and get some exposure and some downloads, join us here on Discord, and then you can just post whatever you're making or participate in the challenges. They'll end up getting on the show. We pull the episode when we have about 30 to 35, and we're going to be doing this once or twice a week. So pretty awesome. Let's dive right on into it then. All right, first up we got Forklift by WookieBush.
That's cool.
Yeah, I definitely love it when people do these little vehicles. And that looks pretty darn spot on. You got swords for the blades. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
And a pirate. It might be a little bit of a hazard looking through that while you're driving.
I mean, for any realistic parks, this is pretty good. Or someone who want to make construction.
Yeah, even just in like the back area of a kind of a set or whatever, the shipping and receiving areas, loading docks, very nice blueprint. Holy moly, what do we have here? Genie in the West by Yorshin. All right, so I guess we did announce the channel. What is it? The challenge. A little bit after this was already posted. So yeah. I guess a note to you, Wix, is if you do end up from now on, if you see something that was posted in the PlanCo blueprints that belongs in the challenges, you could just move it for them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But we announced it after you set the scene up, I believe, so this is kind of neat.
Yeah.
A little facade. They are a little bit repetitive. I would like to see a little bit more variation between the buildings, but that's quite all right.
Yeah. I mean, he did cover it up with, so you have something on every side, so the ride isn't boring in that way. That's kind of cool.
That's a good point.
But it is repetitive.
What I would have probably done is had the facade stuff at the back, and then you have your entrance and exit at the front, and then like you go through a Western town through the queue. So, because like when you're looking at it this side, we're seeing the back side. I'd rather see the front side. You know what I mean? So there's an obvious front. That's kind of how I would have treated it.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Next up, we have Missy Bread by Yorshin again. It's a bread loaf building. Missy's Bread. They have those little breads in the shells. I would have made it like a Missy's Sweet Rolls or something. She's the sweet teeth, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess there's a spot for benches around the sides. Interesting window design.
Yeah, it's the shapes you just used, I guess.
All right. Neat. Very nice. Next up, we have Treasure Hunter by Darkz. It's kind of an adventure blueprint-ish. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Probably, well, this might have been posted after we ended the adventure DLC. We still have a couple more episodes of adventure stuff coming out, guys, so not to worry. Still tons to see from that pack. This is kind of like a hodgepodgey, like hermit shack. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's very cool. Like the mixture of...
A house built into rocks with all these crazy pipes and stuff. Yeah, it's quite fun. A very nice job, Darkz. They sell hot dogs. All right, here we have the Tree of Life created by Darkz. But you like this one, Wix?
Yeah, I really do. This is very, very cool, too.
It's a treehouse. Ah, this is neat. All the cogs and wheels. It's like steampunk fantasy.
Yeah, cool.
What are they doing with all this stuff? Is this like a generator?
Yeah, I guess it is. I think it is. And then you made a hammock on the on the right side.
A what? A ham? Oh, yeah, it is a hammock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Amazing. Gotta have an animatronic chilling in it.
I wouldn't mind living there.
Or a drat in the hammock. That would have been awesome. The tree's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, he
All
used
the
a lot of the roots. Yeah, they're very, very good in this game.
It's just a decoration piece, no shops or anything, but it's quite phenomenal looking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Really nice work on this one. All right, here we have a medieval watchtower created by Kombat Wombat. Interesting. I wonder if Kombat's doing some sort of medieval coaster.
I know he's doing something medieval.
Looks pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a very authentic medieval tower. It really has the vibe.
Definitely. Lots of details on this guy. Custom windows. Do we got anything in the tower? Probably would have been good to have a couple lookout guys up here.
Mm-hmm.
Archers or something. Very nice.
Very
Combat. Whoa. Windmill wheel created by Kombat Wombat. That is really interesting looking. It's a Rideskin. Should probably push play on this.
Yeah, I really think this is awesome.
Steampunk fantasy. Look at all those intricate parts moving around.
And the way he made it when you go into it, has a little theater.
Yeah, definitely. It's I'm trying to think of an example of it because there is a little theater thing in this game. I think it's this thing, something like that. But yeah, it does look like a movie screen of all the guests moving by. Such a clever idea. I like how it's like kind of wedged in between these two buildings. Backside looks amazing. Definitely. It's pretty nice lighting on this too. Let's take a peek. Oh my god, the camera! Very nice. I'm really curious to know what Kombat's up to because we've seen a tower from him. We got a medieval little village thingy for Rideskin.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, there we go. What is this? The Tipsy Tankard by Kombat Wombat. Again, he's definitely building a set for a reason. All fantasy so far. That is amazing. All the bubbly, frothy beer coming out the top.
This is so cool.
It is. Giant mug. The brewing vats in the back. So clever. Staff door. Touches of realism in there. And they're selling Gulpy. Gulpy beer.
Awesome.
That is amazing. Really good job. Wowee. Alfheim Dwelling by Kombat Wombat again. He's taking over this episode, guys, with fantasy. I mean, really nice fantasy stuff, though. This is a really nice composition.
I love this one, too.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
So it has very much that fairy tale vibe.
Fairy tale, Rapunzel, dwarf, almost Snow White from the dwarves, Seven Dwarves or whatever. Has that kind of a feel to it.
Definitely, that too, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, Kombat. Leave a comment down below in the comments. Tell us what you're up to. Oh my god. What is this? Squid Vicious and the Theme Park Rejects by Kombat Wombat. Oh my god. Back in the day, I'm going to have to do a spotlight on it actually because I still have it on my desktop notes. Everyone was having fun doing Kraken Day and they were like decorating Krakens. I could do a Kraken Blueprints episode. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I guess this guy came out of that. There were so many different Krakens. It was hilarious. I guess Kombat started that whole fad, I believe. And now we have the electric guitar dragon and the Or is that the bass? Yeah, that's the bass. And then the electric guitar Chief Beef. It's so good.
This is so
King
good.
Coaster drummer. It's amazing. Squid Vicious. I love all the details on the stage too, and the speakers and everything. That's so brilliant. It's great just to put it down in your park somewhere off to the side and have like a food court in front, you know?
Yeah,
all the guests
that
just
would work.
chilling at the concert. We need a custom Kraken song.
I like how he made the speakers on the stage though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the sides even. And then the lights. And this Kraken.
How does it look at night?
Let's see. That's very cool.
Oh yeah.
It needs a sequencer. All the lights going and like music. Yes. I say do it up one notch. I think it's great.
Definitely. Laces all around.
Yes, exactly. Yes. More. I want to see more of this. It's great. And here we have the Enchanted Carousel Rideskin by, yet again, Kombat Wombat. Look at this.
Also very fairy tale-ish.
All handmade pieces. This is crazy. Like so many tiny wooden pieces.
Yeah.
It's nice.
This is cool. A very compact blueprint. I mean, you can just pop it in.
Yeah. My only problem is there's no decoration for the queue, really. But I would nice to see some, I guess, the queue fenced in, like, here. But you can just run it around, I guess.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
that's the purpose you want people to do.
Heart of the Magic Forest, Twirl Rideskin by Kombat. I think he's making a fantasy park. Holy moly. Do we even have to look at his park now? Because we've seen it all.
I think this is, as I remember him, he took, you remember the Into the Jungle coaster he made?
Mm-hmm.
That heart from the jungle, it's in the background, I think.
Yeah, that was amazing. Definitely got to see the lighting on this guy. Oh,
Yeah.
great colors.
Very nice lighting. Yeah.
Definitely. I like the princess is like captured off to the side here. Tangled up.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Little drats everywhere. Great ride
Very
skins
cool.
so far. All right, here we have a sci-fi staff building by Cattipillar. Somebody different.
Hooray! And sci-fi.
Wait, you can't hear, but there's like jungle music coming out of it.
Oh.
It's very random. Look at this guy, he's setting off fire. Now, the staff management building, I want to talk about this real quick. Me and Wix did a little thing the other day where we played around with all these.
Yes.
I guess it's a discussion for another day. I do want to make a video on it, but you could change all these things to give perks to your staff. Now, we did notice it was pretty buggy, like if you did a security office, but characters like King Coaster would go in there and he would come out with a security perk when there was an entertainer one right to the left, and they were not going in it. So you do have to like go in and make a whole lot of work rosters and like make sure that only the people that you want to be trained with that perk have that in the selection. But it got us thinking where we could probably do an interesting contest about staff management in the future. Who could make the best staff management building, but it has to be themed to the perk. So one's like an entertainment club, one's a social club, one's like a resource and development, one's a security office, rec room, and you know, there's healthcare. So there's a lot of different themes that you can come up with based off these perks. So might be something fun for us to play around with in the future. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. Okay, this is the Old Pirate Shack by Cattipillar. Yarr. Toilets in the back. Yeah, very quaint. Great little pirate decoration. And they're selling milkshakes.
And you have a room for one bench at the side.
Ah,
I think. Where
pirate
the canopy is.
table, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Holy Toledos, is it combat? Corsair pirate ride skin, very like Kombat Wombat. Nailed it. He's doing fantasy, and then he throws in this pirate thing. So curious. But pirate and fantasy work, I think.
Yeah, it can.
Look at the supports on this, though. That makes it feel very fierce, almost kind of like orcish in some weird way. You know, the way orcs build things in like World of Warcraft and stuff. It's got this very fierce, prominent sturdiness to it. I like it.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. It's badass. Animatronics staged by Kombat Wombat. Well, this is technically a Workshop Wednesday at this point, right? How we used to just feature one person and all the stuff on their workshop that matched. But that was the idea of this. The whole blueprint thing was to get whoever's working on whatever. And if Combat's working on a lot of stuff, well, that's totally fine for him to take over the episode. I like the wooden ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, let's push play on this.
Those hits.
I know, they're amazing. They're like the Canadians from South Park. Over there.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, here we have La Boca style Mexelente by Oggy 3000. Nice to see Oggy making some blueprints.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Different colors all around.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I'd probably like... I would definitely use the orange and the yellow and the green, but try to do like stripes. Section it off. You could even have like white tile on the bottom, but then have like use basic shapes to kind of create like stripes going through. And then at your top, you could have green or something, but then also kind of decorate around it with orange and some vines and things like that. And I think that would be the way that I would use the color themes, because this randomness does make it feel a little bit I don't know what it's saying, like a toy house. It makes it feel like a toy house, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless it's for something he's making that includes a lot of these kind of styles, then it would fit good. But
yeah, all right, nice stuff, Oggy. All right, here we have the American style Monsieur Frites by Oggy. There we go. Like the little bits of brick along the sides here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
a little bit more detailing.
Yeah, the detailing on this one is better than the last one we just looked at. Got the Monsieur Frites. Now, I think this banner on the front with the yellow and orange, it pulls away. I probably wouldn't have used that, or I would have made a custom one, like a wooden one, because it's the only thing on here that has color. So it does kind of, it pops, and it seems a little weird where this main sign is like light neutral colors, and then this is like the playful colors. So I'd probably go with a wooden canopy or a handmade canopy for this guy. What do you think, Wix?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he could also have covered up the red from the shop with a wooden plank or something.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Here we have the yellow sailboat by Leandro. That's an interesting little prop.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Yeah, we get suntan, chilling out.
That's
fun
cool
stuff.
Is the sails only the flags? Or...
That's a good question. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is. Huh.
Clever.
Yeah. Oh, this is really nice. What do we have here? Yellow. Nope. Tiki bar, food stalls by Leandro again. So he's got his sailboat and then he's got his tiki bar. I wonder if he's doing some sort of tropical project right now.
Yeah. It could be.
Really like the feel of this one.
Yeah.
Pina
Very
coladas, peach margaritas, and daiquiris, right? With some daiquiris in there. Tiki cheeky. Love it. Get your chicken, get your drink on. What is going on?
It's very neat.
Yeah. Even like these
Nice
little
detailing.
supports underneath. That's kind of a nice touch.
Yeah.
And I do like how it's on an elevated balcony, so the guests have to come up to the little bar area. Although I probably would have preferred actual real benches or have the umbrellas there, so the guests will chill out up here. But the custom stuff is nice.
Maybe he made it before they could add the...
That's a good point.
Maybe,
yeah,
or maybe
just
it's
a little,
just for the scenery.
Yeah, and just a little pointer, if you guys do these blueprints where you have custom tables, you can also put all the tables and benches together in their own group. So if someone wants to go in there and delete them so that they can place their own benches, everything is in one group together. And I could just kind of replace them as quickly as possible. I think it's good to build your own custom stuff, but I also think it's good to have the option to quickly swap it out if someone wants to put their own in. All right, here we have the huge Black Widow from Leandro. It's a bigger version of what's in the game.
Yeah, I think this is only custom made with all... Yeah, it is.
He needs more eyes, though. Looks too happy. Basic shapes, though.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Wow. What is this? Ragtime Corner by Swiss. Again with the I don't know. This isn't really the Old Town vibe. It's more. What do you want to? What would you call this?
Isn't it more theme park like the Disney?
Yeah, Disney, something like that. It has a certain feel to it. I really like this style. You often see the light colors being used, the light paints, yellows, pinks, teals, purples, and things like that.
Everything just makes so good together.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, there's really nothing on the backside, so you would use this as you would need more buildings connected to it. It's more of a facade, but because you have this area to work with, it would be nice to see an interior where you go in and it's like a little coffee shop, because I think you have a lot of space to work with here. And how many pieces
definitely.
do you have on it? Yeah, you probably had enough left over to do an interior. Would have been cool. But it looks beautiful.
It really does.
All right, here we go. So we got the Confectionary Corner by Swiss, and he did the last one. So I could see these being linked up together. It makes sense now. Same style. Looks really good. I love the ice cream parlor with the little mini ice cream on it. It's a great sign.
I know he has a series where he works on these.
Yeah, it's a great collection. So keep working on them, and maybe make a little mini park out of it, and we can spotlight that. They look
very
amazing.
well made.
All right, Starbucks Coffee Shop by JM1992. Love that Starbucks logo. Really good job on that. Made of the, what is that, icing pieces? Basic shapes? Yeah, basic shapes. It's amazing. Great colors throughout. The white and green with brown. Got the neutral colors of the browns, the blacks. Little interior. Huge sign. Would have been nice to see like a couple, what do you call them, billboards and menus on the wall with some chalk writing and stuff like that.
You could maybe have made a second floor too, where there was a balcony all around the...
Yeah, that would have been great. I agree. But nice signage on this then. Colors as well.
Yeah, the building itself is very nice.
I agree. Although it doesn't... Yeah, like I feel like there should have been like a enclosure piece here, because with a proper doorway. You know? Because how do they close the shop at night? Same with this one. It could probably use a frame or a door of some sort. But pretty nice. I like it. Venetian Carousel by Matt Yorshin. Whoa. That's made out of all individual pieces so you can colorize them? I wonder what the idea behind the patterns are. If it's just random or not.
I think he just made one and then he turned it around. Looks like the same color pattern.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Some cargo. details. Simple but sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Village Shop Skin by Matt Yorshin. This is fun and playful. Has that
This is
friendly dwarven feel to it.
definitely very inviting.
Mm-hmm. I heard some drats chilling out. They're selling gulpy and French fries. Very nice.
Great.
Alrighty, Chinese New Year Park Entrance by Algyhi. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah, I like the custom roof pieces. The new adventure gold pieces touched to the ends. That's a good touch, just to get that gold sheen on it. Love the writing as well. That's made out of gold bars. Very clever.
Oh, he made the lamps out of gems. That is so cool.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, they look so nice.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Yeah, good job on this one.
Yeah, that's great.
I haven't messed with with Asian builds or anything yet, so
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I think what should be done with this stuff is people should make sets so that, like, this little piece here, this roof, is all on its own. But try to make them to the grid, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if we go to buildings here and we go to floor, or is it roofs? So yeah, like, if you had an Asian roof that fits this perfectly,
yeah,
it would have like a little bit of an overhang, but you know, so that way whenever you're building a box or a building piece that's 2x2, you have a roof that fits it perfectly. Then you have like a 1x1 roof, and then maybe a 3x3 roof. And this one here seems like it would be, you know, a 3x3 ish, right? But then it's like 6 or 7 long. So, you know, creating all these different pieces and having them all together and calling it like the Asian kit or whatever, and people would have all these like wall pieces to use because they have these open walls or bamboo walls, different pieces for this kit, and then you have them all about, and then you can kind of snap them together like Lego pieces. I think that would be a fun creative project, because I've seen people in the comments go, how are people making these like Oriental buildings? Like, I can't find them anywhere. It's like, well, they have to be handmade. So
yeah,
having like your own construction kit for them, even just like the decorations, like these props off to the side, and just bundle it all together into like one or two kits, you know, I think that would be a very fun project and something nice to showcase.
Definitely.
Holy Toledo's this looks, did you say Tommy T? Because I was gonna say this looks like a Tommy T one.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess it before you said it, darn it. PlanCo Resort Hotel, because he did one for remember his Mayan, what was it, the Adventure Mayan building? This might actually be it. He had a monorail, I think it is. He had a monorail station going through here somewhere. He just closed it off because the monorail went through here, I think.
Okay.
And, I'm pretty sure this is it. So yeah, he used this for this Mayan escape or whatever. I think that was what it was called. And so there's like this one modern entrance to his park, and then from there it all just went Mayan behind, and it was jungles and stuff. So he's finally turned it into a blueprint. Was this 4K?
I guess it is, or maybe less.
3,900, because when I checked it out in the park, it was way more, because there was like a whole nother piece of the building, and like I think another piece. So he's kind of like sectioned off a piece of it and closed it off and made it under 4K. So I think that's
cool.
Great building.
It's a huge building. I mean, if you pop that in, put some shops in there, you actually have a shopping mall, or a hotel.
Definitely, and there's tons of room for benches. There's bathrooms. Oh, there's even a bar in here.
That's neat.
Wonderful. Yeah, great stuff, Tommy. Love this. Lots of detail on the roof, the glass windows. Stunning. Really well done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we have the Wild Game Lodge with stuffed animals, created by Enigmandra. Is this the right one?
Yeah, it's a Rideskin, I think.
with stuffed animals. I don't see any animals.
If you go inside,
Feels
I
like
think
a haunted house in the adventure jungle. Oh, look at this. Oh, crocs. We got bugs. Oh, that's a clever idea.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh, that's nice. I never thought about that.
All the trophies and mounted heads. Oh.
Nice work with the interior.
Yeah, and I really like the idea of putting all the bugs on the picture frames and stuff, and using them as trophies and display objects. It's really smart. This is how she's hid the just butts.
Very creative.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Honestly, I don't even know if the carousel was needed or whatever this thing's called. It's gonna be. I mean, I guess it's cool because people in the queue just look at all this stuff. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was just gonna say it was gonna be hard to navigate around, but looking at the setup, this is the entrance, so you have a queue going all the way to the door, and then the exit just comes straight out the back. So that actually works really nicely. So good job at figuring all that spacing out. Love it. Holy Toledos! We have the Screaminator Rideskin by Colin Zinkin 1. Huh. Might have to put that in test mode here. Should we give it a ride?
Yeah, let's do that.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Very nice structure.
Yeah. I love it when people turn the Screaminator into these like giant buildings.
Yeah, it's very it's a challenge. Wider over the top.
All right, here we go. What's cool is that it's arced, like the walls, they close in on you. So as you're dropping down, you feel like it's closing in on you closer and closer and closer. I would have almost liked to see that go almost to the point where, you know, it's almost touching the rider's legs, just so you feel like it makes you claustrophobic as you're dropping, right? It would give you like a freaky feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here goes the camera. That's cool. I really like it. See it at night. It's nice. It sparkles.
Very
awesome.
Nice.
This is the Skater ride skin for the Genie by Colin Zinkin. That is a really good idea.
That is awesome.
Because you completely hid the actual ride. And it's a freaking skate park.
Look at the skateboarder up on the top there.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that is awesome.
You need one in the air doing some Tony Hawk stuff. What's up with this little area here? Is this... Oh, the queue, I see. You wrap it through here.
Yeah.
Look at it skate!
That is cool. And there's not even no collision or anything. It's just
Very clever idea for that ride skin. Surprised no one's thought of that yet.
Well done.
Very well done. Alright, here we have the Japanese Dojo by Colin Zinkin. I feel like the corners could use a bit more of that flair, but it does still get that vibe across. Bright colors. So many wooden pieces. I hear something inside, like a trap. Oh, what in the world?
It's a dojo, right? So it's probably.
Oh, those are those things that you hit with your fists and stuff, and you turn them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Definitely. Punching bag. And there's just weapons. What are these? Corpses? Body bags? Uh-oh.
Well,
it's a dangerous dojo. Nice.
yeah, it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the smallest brackets they used? Oh yeah, on the roof.
Yeah, seems like it. A lot of pieces. How many pieces is this? 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to get these oriental buildings without using a lot of pieces.
And there's a good example next time on the next blueprint.
Okay, and you are right. Holy moly. Chinese coaster station by Swizzer.
Yeah, and first of all, I apologize if I put it down a little bit wrong, but he only submitted one blueprint, but it is actually 3
Holy moly, yeah, it's 11,000 pieces.
Yeah, so...
so you have to put 3 of these together.
I tried my best, so...
It looks like you did a good job.
But
Holy
it is
moly.
beautiful.
The dragon!
Yeah, this is really, really
Phenomenal.
amazing.
Yeah, loving the
work.
gold, red, and black, white. It's perfect. The inside's a little janky, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it needs a station, of course, and then the path.
Hmm. Oh, this
So-
is neat. Love the painting and artwork on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is awesome. Stunning. Let's take a look at this at night. Yes.
Wow.
I love those lanterns.
Yeah, they are really great for this.
Gorgeous stuff.
Yeah.
Was that Swizzer?
Mm-hmm.
Mecky's Community Park entrance, created by Swizzer. Who's Mecky?
I think, I don't know, it says at the description it's a YouTuber or something, but
Oh,
it's something he made apparently for. It's a very nice entrance.
how's that? Again, with that Disneyland kind of building style that we're looking for. I wish there was an actual name for it, or there probably is. I just don't know what it's called off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Ticket booths. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh, nice color palette on it. It's a monorail station. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, we have the Stave Church Restaurant by Swizzer. Kind of has that Viking feel.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it is like Norwegian, maybe just
Right.
inspired.
Tables are floating, or the lanterns are floating. I think you're supposed to put tables down. You got some crazy dancing floors. I think there's too many pieces overlapping. I think you could probably reduce that.
Yeah.
A little bit crampy on the inside.
I know the benches are in there, but it feels a little bit empty though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the building is great.
Yeah. Love the exterior. Nice dragon heads that made out of wood pieces.
Wow,
Whoa.
that is. And the icing pieces too.
Yeah. Oh, that's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Very nicely done. All right, guys, there you go. That's 35 PlanCo blueprints. If you guys want to get your own blueprints that you're working on, seen on the show, join us on Discord. Information is down in the description below. Once you're in, there is a channel where you post your blueprints, and they will appear on the show kind of from top to bottom. So if you've posted something and it didn't make it into this episode, it's probably going to make it into the next one. So thank you so much for joining me and putting this together for me today, Wix.
You're welcome, and it was always a pleasure being here.
Awesome. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye now.